Mbali says, "The care of the earth is our most ancient and most worthy, and after all, our most pleasing responsibility. To cherish what remains of it and to foster its renewal is our only legitimate hope." Taken from The Art of the Commonplace, the Agrarian Essays. Hello and welcome to Waterspirit, messages, news, concepts, and all things wild. This is Mbali Marais. If you would like more of this, please hit the subscribe button. I invite you to dig deep into the earth with me in the next 2 sessions. Being born is validation enough, and yet our sense of belonging and home is often sabotaged by our not enoughness, our need for validation, and a feeling of being lost in the world. We often walk the path of the homelessness, looking for an identity, a recognition, and a place to bring our gifts to community. A place where we belong. Consumerism and scarcity has replaced nature's law of abundance. This is age-old rape and pillage. Take without sacred reciprocity or responsibility and accountability. The earth never said you do not belong. Humans did. Being genuinely human and authentic in these times does seem to be what is being called for, and reflecting on that in relation to earth. But all is not lost. As we enter into this collective compost together, hopefully we will use these times to germinate and till and filter so that something takes seed in order for us to grow and bloom. We all have a part to play in the destruction, rehabilitation, and restoration of our great mother. The mother wound is ancient, both in our family system and how much of it is projected onto our own Mother Earth. For me each day, the prayer is, how do I serve the earth, making every year an earth year? In the Dagara tradition, earth is about nourishing and nurturing, belonging, community, deep-rootedness, peace, blossoming and blooming, abundance and self-worth. When it's out of alignment, it is the constant seeking for a home where we belong, validation, and yet we belong everywhere. We are constantly looking for worthiness, and it has little value. We have little value, and we end up living with a scarcity mentality. Yet abundance is rightly ours. No one said it was not. We tend to end up overgiving, overproducing, and overconsuming to fill the gaping hole of not enoughness. In community, how might we support each other to bring forth this deeper life alive within each of us so that we all thrive? And when we thrive, not just exist, we are better able to be a part of the greater good, essential in our times. In a world where land, our mother, has become about status and commodity, theft, and removals of original peoples, we are left with no choice but to mother ourselves, and in that fall more deeply in love with this earth and ourselves. What we love, we protect, we nurture and nourish, we respect. We are here to thrive, not just to survive, and maybe it's time to consider community care. The modern world became so individualistic, which took us all into me first, me second, and if there's any left, me third. And self-care became the mantra where we justified our self-absorption and our greed. Healing doesn't happen in a vacuum or on an island, and the continuing disconnect from our Mother Earth and the original primal lifeline connected to our mother are deeply connected. Your being born is validation enough, and when we bring our gifts to a community, we all thrive, and that reverberates out into the world. Simply put, by Martin Luther King, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are we doing for others? Not in a let's save the world kind of way, but more in a community-centered care and sacred reciprocity kind of way. This is Mbali Marais signing off. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate your following, and please hit the subscribe button and tune in for Earth Part 2 coming soon.